sorry, Lalima. I'm not sure how much of that reading you heard, but I want to redo your reading, okay? I also felt like I may have needed to clear a little bit, so I wanted to do a little bit of clearing. And, yeah, get that message across a little bit clearer to you, okay? So show me Lalima and where she's at again. Okay, so again, we're talking, it's related. Okay, so you're, again, working your practicalities there. Show me the spirit guidance. Wait a minute, I haven't heard, I understand. So, okay, so I'm going to redo this, okay? So the spirit guidance here is, okay, so it looks like there's a desire that there's grief and desire here that I feel they want you to heal and pay attention to. I'm going to give you clarity on that. So what's coming through symbolically is, first of all, I believe you are the subject in topic here. But what symbol was coming through is, it's almost I was washing the dishes and my really nice expensive watch went down the drain in the sink. And the way I'm reacting to this, and I'm like, oh no, I can't let it just go. It's such a waste, okay? But this has to do with you. Do you know what this is? Grief for lost time in making the decision and yet not being sure. Desire could be to explore, but to stay with fam 2 with a great career, so I pulled in different directions at different times. This loss, they're wanting you to give it back to spirit. They're wanting you to take this because this has obviously been causing you some tension, and they want you to give this back to them. And is this her? Is this her? This is bringing up anger for you, isn't it? Is this her current? Are you stuck in anger? Are you stuck in separation? Because I can see it's almost like you don't have any plan to deviate away from feeling this anger and pride. Is this true? Hi, Kim. What's the guidance here? Yeah. Listen, what they're showing me is they understand. Okay, they understand your sense of pride, okay? They really do. They understand your perspective. But it's almost like they're showing me but you have to do 50-50 here. You have to want to grow yourself a little bit. And if you make that little opening and give yourself that opportunity of, maybe I can open up here, even just 1%, just give yourself that 1% of that, can I feel a little bit better about this? Okay? And I'm not going to tell you what's going to happen after that, but I think just because I know this is kind of like a hard process for you to even I feel like what I'm saying to you is going to be kind of difficult, honestly. But you deserve to feel good about this topic and to know and to trust your decision was, or whatever this has to do with, but it's about the decision that you can make today, you know, because your self-empowerment regarding this decision it's within reach, you know, and I see you being much more happier and so much more fresh. Your perspective on the future is going to be so like, such a relief. If you, what they're showing me, if you're not angry, you have a reason to be angry, and you need to be a little bit more vocal about that, if that's the guidance. Is that true, Spirit? What should we do about the anger? Tell me, please. Thank you so much. Okay, yeah. Yep, no. The anger is all part of it. The grief, it ties in with the anger. So all of the anger, you give it back to Spirit. But I knew that, yeah. You give it all back to Spirit. And you give yourself a chance to be happy, not them. Okay. Yeah. Hi, LH. Yes, of course. Thank you so much for subscribing. I really appreciate that. Okay. Let me just get one more thing here for Lalima. Okay, Lalima, you need to try, okay? They're telling me that it's like you saying, I want to get up, I want to walk, and I want to get, no, you're saying, I want to walk, I want to walk. And Spirit's looking at you in your chair, and they're telling you, well, then get up. That's literally what they said. Okay? The first thing is, all I know is about you feeling good in your body, okay? Because I feel like you. Oh, thank you, Confly. Hi, Kim. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and read for LH because she's a new subscriber. Thanks, Cottonfly. LH, if there's a question you'd like to present to me or to Spirit today, you can put that in the chat. Some example questions that might be needed for you to present to me, or things like if you want to see what a person thinks of you. But I can also just take a look at your energy field and see if you have any healing opportunities that you can benefit from. I can identify that for you as well, or give you any specific guidance on how to steer yourself through any kind of difficult situation or relationship. Have fun, LH. Kim, come back later, okay, when new subscribes have gotten their promise, okay? What is some current gossip about me? Okay. I'm not going to rephrase the question. I'm just going to see what comes through. So you've gone ahead and presented that question to Spirit today. I'll go ahead and see what... yeah, I'm asking for it. Well, we'll see what comes out, okay? I'm not in control here. Again, thanks for subscribing. I hope you sustain your subscription. This is the People's Channel, okay? And hopefully you feel comfortable enough. Maybe if you're working your 9 to 5 and you're bored. Though I have a 9 to 5 too. Okay. Okay, so I'm not going to interpret these things. I'm just going to show you what Spirit's showing me. So, again, I'm coming from a place of bias. I mean, unbiased. Okay, I don't know you at all. But this card totally means attachments, unhealthy attachments. It could also mean, yeah, that's basically it. Unhealthy attachments. Deception, a little bit. Unhealthy. It could be anything, okay? But let's go ahead and take a look at the energy here. So, LH, you look like you are very practical and working hard there as well. This could be with regards to your job, but looks like you are very logical in that sense, very practical, and that's really illuminating your, or you're able to see your future very well in regards to how well you're able to maintain your job and your responsibilities with family, for example. And this is where you found use for yourself. Now, I feel a slight dip here when when I see your heart. And you feel really great in the mind, but in your heart, a different story is what's being revealed to me. And you have a lot of slow moving patterns here, and you have a big pattern of pride, which is telling me that your heart you've programmed your heart a little bit here to feel separated for some reason. It could be a difference of culture or opinion, or it could translate into a sense of protection. But as I continue down where this pattern is taking me, you, I believe, are healing a part of your heart that felt hopeless at some point. And that is why you're putting sort of this shield up against your heart, because it's doing inner work in the background while you take care of all your practicalities. So, we're closing our eyes now. Kui Kui, you want something? What does he want?
He wants me to look at him. But I'm telling you now.
We'll give you attention later, okay, boo boo?
Love you.
Okay. I feel like whoever this has to deal with, that you dealt with, that you gave up on, these people or this person, I feel like I saw more than one person there. They're not on your level. They're less mature than you. and they're kind of just too busy doing their own thing. I don't know, I just felt like there's a group there, and they're just kind of like playing around and having fun, and then you're over here like, you know, kind of wanting something more serious. And when I ask Spirit how they want to guide you, that's it. They want you to calm, they want your mind to be in a more empowered place. And that might also entail you being able to self-govern yourself and self-correct and really take your self-development to a new level. And they want you to portray this part of yourself who's serious about you and put that out there and say, hey, this is me, this is what I'm doing with my life, and not be apologetic about it at all. And I feel like you are in the position right now, it is very appropriate for you to be with yourself. And I feel you should be in love with yourself because you have a lot of great, wonderful things about you. And it's almost like I see you, and this is not in a way to like make you feel bad at all. It's almost like you're bringing yourself this huge bouquet of beautiful flowers to yourself because you know you deserve it. And that's how much you know your worth. And don't worry about all these other people who cannot see that, okay? So that's you. Let go of these people who just they're not on your level. That's for you. Thank you so much for subscribing, and I believe we are going to be doing, I believe Anubab was here like a lot earlier, before the first live had technical difficulties, yeah. So we'll go ahead and do her, but I hope you keep your subscription because we have some people subscribing and then unsubscribing. You're so welcome. And please, let this not be our last interaction. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much. It really means, thank you so much. I'm just glad to know that you all are receiving from Spirit. That is my only job here, is to translate as best as possible as I can. Sometimes it really depends on how well I take care of myself, how well I take care of my body, how much water I'm drinking, how much sleep I get. And so, mind you, sometimes I will get tired. So I want to read in chronological order, and I believe, yes, you can put your question there, Cottonfly. Yes, you can ask questions. I am open. This is the people's channel. And yes, feel free, as long as we, are respectful. And I believe we're doing Anubhav next. And I will do Cottonfly next, or even maybe Kim. Kim, are you... Let me just do Anubhav. But if you have a question, go ahead and give it. Oh, you know what? I forgot to burn my sage today. Let me just burn a little sage. I forgot to burn sage. Maybe that's why. And let's just do a little bit of... This might be loud. So I trust that we have our questions ready. Will me and Kushi reconcile? Yeah, I remember this question.
Echo. Black hole.
It's so dark. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna close my eyes for this. Anubhav. So, Anubhav. I believe, okay. So, I believe they put me in a female. I felt I was in a female's body. And what I was saying was, I am not going to skip this opportunity. And they're talking about you, I believe. Unless I was picking up on you, okay? But I really felt like I was in a woman's body, and I was talking about a man. And what I was saying again is they are not closed off to you, and they want to make sure that they give you a chance. That was what was coming through. Okay? Let me just do really quick spirit guidance here to send you off, to let you know. So, if you are feeling like the Ten of Swords, if you are feeling sad or like things aren't going to get better, let me tell you the spirit guidance. So there you are. Okay, so are you feeling separated? Are you the one who's feeling separated here? Someone is rationally being someone is giving off or feeling separated from the other, and then when I go to their heart, they're holding a sense of grief. So is this you? Who is feeling separated in the mind and then feeling a sense of grief in the heart? Who is that? And spirit guidance, please. Yeah. They're asking you to be more neutral about this and to look at it at a more fresh, open, possibilities kind of perspective, and don't close off so quickly. Okay? They're wanting you to really work on this sense of neutrality and courageousness. More so on your power, because this is indicated to me that you're giving your power away too easily to them, when it's really about you. And then you feeling more in a power place, then you will be like more willing to accept love and to trust that it may come. But I really actually feel that there is potential here.
Okay.
All right. Let's do Cotton Fly. Today's kind of slow, not getting too many subscribers, but that's okay. We literally only got one subscriber. But we're getting some hours, so that's just as good. So, Cotton Fly. And Kim. I believe we're gonna do Cotton Fly first. You're so welcome. Please let this not be our last interaction. I believe we're gonna do Cotton Fly and then Kim. Okay, let me... Awesome, thank you. I'm concerned that my roommate Crush isn't telling me something. His dad was supposed to help fix something for my other friend and myself, and now he's making an excuse. Alright, so are you more interested in how to handle the situation on your perspective, or are you more interested in seeing how he's feeling? And if I were to bring through spirit guidance, where would that be? On your end or his end, or... It feels good though, I really like it. Because I'm so hot, my legs are so warm right now. Oh, gosh. You're wearing like a turtleneck. It's funny. I don't have that many subscribers right now, or many. I only got one. But it's okay. It's not about the subscribers. It's about the messages. Okay, so let's just look at your friend here first, okay? I don't want to waste any time. Cotton Fly. His friend. Can you do that for her? Or them, Spirit? Can you do that for them? Let's look at their field here. See what's happening. Okay, yeah, we're talking about, oh, yeah, confusion. Confusion, confusion, confusion. So, that is what's happening with them, likely. And then we're going to go take a look here. Cottonfly, you still with me? Okay, Cottonfly, there's desire that is sitting within this person's heart. Okay, and I believe they're trying to suppress it. They're trying to suppress this desire. I don't know what it is. I'm going to clarify what that is. So they're more interested in money. So is it that they're not getting paid for something? But I feel like whatever their desire is, they're not explaining that to you, but it's because they want money for it. And show me more. And they're holding a level of guilt as well in their heart. And I believe they've expressed that to you, of feeling guilty, no? It's telling me that they've felt pretty bad here, in that sense of hopelessness, but they've given that back to Spirit. Now, in regards to you, let's look at you so I can better guide you in this. Hi, Anshi. So, Cottonfly, you are in a state of self-empowerment there. Very nice. You're just not being very vocal about it, but you're kind of just like nonchalant there, minding to yourself. Pretty nice energies, nice connection between the heart and the head. And where are you guiding Cottonfly here? Yeah. So I see you had like a little moment that where you wanted to be angry, but literally I see you stopping yourself, and then, oh, actually this is spirit guidance. So if you were deciding to be honest about your anger in this situation, I wouldn't go for that. So that's what they're saying. If you were thinking about being vocal about being angry, don't go there. Just give that anger back to Spirit is what they're showing me. And just take this as a loss. Give it back. Take this loss. Be honest about it, that this is a loss. Grieve it. Feel it in your heart and your head. And stay there, okay? You don't have to give it back to Spirit so quickly, but you need to feel this sense of grief. Okay? Just let it go. That's what Spirit's telling you. Okay? Hi, Anshi. So I'm doing new subscribers. I think I've been live for like a while. And I am going to be giving readings to our subscribers, new subscribers. So who's number 216? I'm gonna guess that's Anshi. Hi, Kay. So I'm sorry for those who, have been kind of here. Is he trying to remove himself from my life? Okay, let's see. Let me just answer this real quick. You know why? Because Cottonfly gives me compliments. You see what happens when you're good to me? Okay. So in regards to this one, why does he feel... So I don't know how to interpret this. Okay, so be mindful, this is interpretation. But what I'm seeing with him is that he might or has a sense of guilt in his heart that he's not sharing. And there's a sense of hopelessness in his heart that he's not sharing as well. Okay, and let me see, where is his tendency? Where is he going to be taking this? Where's that? Where's that? Where's that? Where's that? Okay, so at first he's like thinking, okay, I'm going to share my guilt, but he doesn't. And then he goes back, and then he's thinking, okay, I'm going to share my guilt, and I'm going to feel shitty about it. And he's like waiting for the right moment to be honest, and he's like, should I do it? Should I do it? Should I do it? And he does not do it. So he keeps giving it back. But I can see that he thinks about this thought sometimes, but something about his heart keeps him in the relationship. So that is nice to see. So he's kind of protecting himself there. So there might be reasons why he's wanting to go this direction, but for the most part, I see this desire dying off. Yep. It's dying off more and more. It's not going towards being honest, and sort of just, he's compartmentalizing all of this sense of hopelessness, guilt, and shame, and he's creating this pattern there in his subconscious heart, compartmentalizing all those emotions so that they do not escape and are not manifested out into the world. But he should heal this, okay? So I don't see him breaking up or whatever, leaving, whatever your question was, but he needs to heal that, okay? Aww, thank you. So we're going to do Anshi. Hello, Anshi. So if you do have a question, now would be the time to present that to me. And thanks, Cottonfly. Yes, you can ask a question. Of course, you can ask a question. And what would that question be? And I'll be back. I'm gonna get water. Okay. Do a little stretch. Do a little dance, make a little love, get down tonight. So, Anshi, in this particular type of question, I'm going to offer you two options for you. We can look at his energy and his intentions, which might be helpful for you to know the truth and how he feels, or we can look at his energy again, and we can ask Spirit to come through and tell us if being together, you and them, is with both of your highest goods. That's an option too. Third option is we look at you, and then we bring in the spirit guidance, and again, same thing. We can see whether or not this union is approved by spirit, okay? So which one would you like? And don't forget to like the video. Also, I really appreciate that if you weren't able to subscribe today, or if you're a returning viewer, if you could like the video as well. I really appreciate that. Third one. Okay, so we're going to be looking. Oh, that's a nice choice. More concerned with you rather than other people. Very nice. Although there is some ups or some, perks to being able to see and to know. You don't have to. It's like almost you don't have to have a conversation with that person. You know what I mean? We can just get right to the matter and not have to do all that communication stuff. So we're going to look at you, and then we'll see if this relationship is within your highest good to continue. Okay, Archie, let's do it. Okay, let's see. Archie. Okie dokie. So let's close our eyes and give the channel message here. There's a lot of signs coming through that this relationship is not going well, at least right now, and or that's the spiritual guidance telling you this is not worth going through, because I can really feel there's a past to this relationship, and people definitely are closed off to it. And you know what they showed me? They showed me a phone, and they were like, no connection. Okay, but we'll take a look further here in the cards, and we have the devil coming through, which is unhealthy attachments. There's another symbol for you there to clarify, and we'll look at the energy field here. So I can see your heart is coming from a place of only the first stage of self-empowerment, where you feel a little bit better from something stressful from the past, and your heart is just recently been starting to reach your mind, and this is why you're asking, because this is a new thought for you, isn't it? And now you're in that state of like, maybe I should try. I feel a bit neutral. Let me reach out. Let me do something like that. And then I see you kind of opening up a little bit. But the thing is, I do like your self-development, your self-improvement here. Shows me that you're feeling well. You're feeling like you want to learn, you want to be better, you want to bring the best part of yourself, and that's what I like most about this reading right here. Oh, you also found something that brings you unconditional love. Hopefully that's yourself. But when I ask spirit, and you're going higher and higher here, so you're a spiritual being here. You already know that. That is happening there. Very, very nice. So that's the good thing about what's happening here with this opening of this courage that your heart started and your mind is now reacting. There's a wonderful reaction from this opening from your heart. And when I ask spirit whether they're trying to guide you, okay, they're taking me to a sense of pride in your heart. I need to interpret this. Gotcha. So through this, first of all, it's not about them. What they're wanting to tell you is that through this experience, you unfortunately have gotten to a place in your heart where basically you said to yourself once or twice that you do not like yourself. And this is a healing opportunity for you today, with me telling you that you are holding a sense of rejection of your own love, and how, again, it's almost like you're perceiving your own heart and your own ability to love as a disadvantage. You put yourself down because of that, and this is incorrect. That you should not put yourself down for what love you are able to give. Okay, it was not stupid. Okay, and you are lovely. Okay, next, one more thing, little pointer here. Okay, they're showing me something about, there's a desire here that they're pushing you towards to go for that. And let's do that. Okay, so it's just being able to come to a place of healthy desire and where you're able to say, I am able to love another. And that's where they would like you to start. Okay? This is all subconscious work that they're pointing me to. So get to work. Okay? Let's see. We are gonna go for, hi Gwen, just make sure that you're a subscriber, and of course we can do that for you, okay? Let me just get my phone charged here. Where's my phone charger? Why aren't any of my chargers working? Please. And let's see who's next on the list here. Wonderful. We have number 17, and is that Gwen? Is that Gwen who's number 17? 217 for me? Oh, you're so welcome. My pleasure. And please don't let this be the last interaction that we have. Thank you. Let's see. Gwen, right? Yes. Okay. So again, everybody, I know, listen, all of y'all are my favorite. If I could read everybody at the same time, I would. But we live in the physical, so we deal with time and space. So I'm gonna read Gwen right now. Yes, you can have a question. If you want to put it in the chat, that's fine. If you don't want to put it in the chat, that's fine too. Just let me know when you're ready. Okay, that's it. There's a hero if you look inside your heart. Sorry, I really like Mariah Carey. You don't have to be afraid of what you are. How does age feel about me? Okay, we'll do that. So let's see if Spirit allows me to see that. Oh, okay. So he's unable to offer his heart. But I don't feel this is personal. I feel he knows he is dealing with some demons at this time. But if anything, would not, just from what I saw, and that's only a first portion of some of the symbols that I received from Spirit. So we're going to continue to give you more clarity on this, so it's not so generalized. But I did see him as being indecisive, so that is definitely not a complete no, or for you to just completely turn away and go down this, or try down this path with this certain person. But there's definitely something going on inside with him, and he knows this. It has to do with his heart, okay? And it's almost like she showed me that it's unavailable, and we're going to go ahead and take a look at the cards to see a little bit more. Oh, thank you, honeybee. Let us see. So in regards to, what's his name? H. Yeah. Yep, that's what I thought. So the moon deals with feeling very confused, and he's going through like almost like a dark night of the soul where, like I said, this is exactly what I read. He is feeling his own subconscious self-limiting patterns, and he's trying to figure out, like, what is this? Why do I feel this way? And I want to find out. So he's either in that process of figuring out, like, why he feels discomfort. So he's getting a sense that his patterns are holding him back. And like I said, he might be trying to figure out what's going on, or he could be completely denying it. But I'm getting the feeling that he cares about himself. And so we're going to look at him here, and yeah, he takes me directly to his heart. So he is doing healing work. He is doing healing work here, and he knows he's healing a sense of hopelessness with him and guilt. And he's trying to figure out why. What's wrong with me? This is what he's saying. What is wrong with me? What's going on here? But he knows deep down that he has love here. I can hear it. But he, right now, and please be patient for him, because he's doing healing work right now. This is a time for him. He needs to understand what's going on. And if you want to secretly give him a link to my YouTube, I can give him a little bit of tips here and why he's feeling this way. And I can help him heal a lot faster and figure out how he's going to get his creative energies back here. But on his own, it might take a little bit of time. I do see his heart healing a little bit more and more so. Okay, but he's still in that state of keeping to himself, okay? And let him have his time for his heart to heal. And he's going to move into such a more beautiful place. Is this correct, Spirit? This is his future? He's going to be just fine, okay? Now, I am going to see the... How do I secretly do it? I know what you mean. But I'm going to take a look at your energy field, okay? And give you spirit guidance. Okay, so we're going to do here. Okay, so I see your heart too. I see how you're separated, not really talking, but you are feeling a little bit more self-empowered there in your heart. You're spending time with yourself as too. You are healing as well. You've come to a nice beginning stages of self-empowerment where you're feeling comfortable. You're feeling a little bit courageous to do a little bit riskier things that you're not, but you are also healing, because in the past you have also felt a little bit of separation, or felt a little bit of disagreement what's going on there. Your heart's a little bit confused. Maybe you're protecting yourself as well. And then we're going to go ahead and ask, what's the spirit guidance? Oh, here we go. Okay. Oh, unexpected. Oh, shoot. Okay. Before you can even, okay, listen. Yes, there's chance here, okay? But you need to heal too. You have guilt. You did something, and I'm not like trying to be like, but I mean, I'm just reading cards and energy here. So whatever that is that you should feel guilty about, figure out what it is that you did incorrectly and what you should feel guilty about, and then again, feel guilty, which is a great thing. That means we're learning. But they want you to take the guilt and give it back to spirit. Okay? Is this correct? Yeah. What I'm feeling is that something that they said to you, you didn't quite follow. And it would have been in your best interest maybe to prevent from this separation happening, to have given way a little bit and to, compromise in a few moments in your relationship that you had. Okay, but they want you to heal that too, and other spirit guidance here for her before we let her go. They would like you to grieve the relationship at this time. Okay? They would like you to grieve. They would like you to consider this as a loss for now, because they're showing me that you haven't grieved this. Okay? Okay? You need to grieve this. You're feeling lost, and you need to feel that it's going to be a release for you. It's like when someone passes, we can't deny that they passed. We have to go through that process. Why? Because we love ourselves. We cannot hold that grief forever. And what's going to happen here is you are going to, once you get rid of all that grief that's pulling your creative energies down, you're going to feel more empowered, and you're going to see your heart and your mind. You're going to come into a perfect balance here with reason. And I believe you are going to be empowered here to even manifest. It looks very responsible and practical. That's for you. That's for you, Gwen. Okay. Young Buddha. Unfortunately, I did read for you earlier, didn't I? But yes, I would love to read for everybody as much, but there is a line here. I believe I just read for one of our new subscribers, so let's all thank her. But yes, let me get on to... Oh, we have another one, 218. Who's number 218? And Gwen, I hope that resonates for you. And yeah, heal. Remember what I told you. This live is going to be here. It's for you to listen to one more time after. And so really get ingrained with those emotions for you. What it was grieving and that sense of guilt. There was something that you should learn or already learned. But let me, one more thing. Does Spirit approve you trying again? That's what I want to see. If they allow me to see. Yeah. It's an open door there. I believe there is possibility there. Let me just make sure. they're saying just make amends, just fess up. So there, whatever interaction that has to happen first, there has to be accountability in a very apologetic sense, maybe from both sides. And at the least, I see a friendship there. So that's for you. Yay! Okay. So, Robert, was that you? So, hello everybody, all of my returning viewers. I really appreciate you being here. Again, we're giving precedence to our new subscribers, but of course, I'm going to be here on YouTube for the rest of my life. So, you're not. There's opportunity, okay? But we're going to do ahead and do Robert. You're so welcome, Gwen. Thanks for being here. Hope to see you again. And Robert, I believe you are my next newest subscriber today. Is that correct? Heal, heal, heal. That's the name of the game. Heal. You know, y'all could develop yourself. Your alignment with spirit to the point where you can literally get your own messages for yourself, right? In your own very special way, because we're all psychic. If you dream, you're psychic. Sister mom issues, very confused. Gotcha. Okay, let's do it. Robert. So this is gonna be, listen, oh my God, I have family issues too. It's gonna be most helpful, since I resonate with your issue, if I look at your field and go ahead and bring in the spirit guidance to help you navigate through this difficult situation. Okay, so we'll go ahead and do that. I think I'm going to start off with cards here because we already know that there's an issue, and then we'll just, yeah, help you get aligned with how spirit is trying to guide you. First, it's with your own self to make sure you're coming from an empowered self, because if you're not empowered and you're trying to fix a problem, it's not going to make a difference. It might even make things worse. So, Robert, let's take a look at you, okay? And again, thank you so much for joining or subscribing. Okay. So, theme, this is just a theme, okay, is the Hanged Man, which deals with sort of pausing to reflect, but also a new way to look at things. Readjustment, renewal. Turning over a new leaf. Not so quickly, but in the process of doing that. It's almost like you're waiting. It's a waiting period, but you're not quite suffering. So let's look at you. So there you are, within yourself, feeling empowered, feeling as if you believe in yourself and that you might be able to create change. There you are. That's a nice array of self-empowerment. I like it. You're definitely keeping it to yourself, though. Okay, I feel like you've been conjuring up this for a long time, though, but you're not doing anything about it. But I see the more and more you stay there, the higher and higher your vibration goes. And the higher and higher it goes, your heart is the one that's feeling most of this inspiration to do something. So it's reaching a level of unconditional love, what's here. But it moved from a nice balance from your mind and your heart to just your heart now. So that's likely what's happening now. And it's almost as if you just thinking about loving them so much, it's like you're it's like you're having to heal just from being in that place of unconditional love. It's like ironic. It's like, wait, I love them, but fuck, I have to heal myself now because it hurts. Do you know what I mean? And sorry for my language. So it's like it's like even though you have all of this courage and all of these really nice self-empowerment energies, it's almost as if you're kind of pushing it to the side subconsciously. Either why? Because is it because you're scared, or it's like scared? Yeah, scared. Scared, right? So when we ask Spirit the guidance here, this is where the good stuff comes. Okay, this is when. So what's important for you? Sorry, my partner is playing GTA. So the first step for you, Robert. You've got to grieve on a heart level. But I feel like, why do I feel like you knew that, but you just haven't done that? So, but you need to give this grief back to Spirit. Okay? That's telling me that this grief that you feel, it's false. This grief is false. Okay? You give that sense of loss, you give it back to Spirit. Next. What's the next thing? Next is your anger. You give that back to Spirit. Other people, Spirit will usually show me that they have to feel these emotions first to let them go. Not for you. Spirit wants you to take the anger, just give it over to them. Probably because it's false. Anger. Is that true? This is my interpretation. And next, what's next? That grief is a big one there. They keep showing me the grief is really, really, really big for you. You got to give that back, all of it. Don't believe that grief there. Don't believe that hopelessness there. Give that back too. Okay, what's next? It's a lot. Okay, next. Yeah, give all this back. Give it all back to Spirit. Give it all back to your heart, where it will be neutralized by Spirit. Okay? You have a doorway right here. Give it all back. Okay, next thing. Okay. Okay, you, okay. Okay. Next. Oh gosh, okay. I can see how this is going to be hard for you to fathom or to even imagine yourself trying to walk towards this path. You have a special, unique perspective in this situation with your mom and your sister. And I don't think you may know what this perspective is. Maybe you don't yet, but I feel like you do. But for some reason, you have a really hard time having the courage to be able to voice what those particular perspective or opinion is. You have a really hard time doing that. Your heart knows what it is, but your mind is still trying to get it. So you have to work on your heart-mind connection there. and what they want you to do when you figure out what that pride is, and I'll actually close my eyes to figure out what that is. They need you to, keyword need, be honest and vocal about it. What's the pride? What's that pride? That was simple. You're sad you left. You're sad that you left. And that's how they're trying to guide you at this point. There might be more guidance here, but to start, you have to let go of your pride and realize that you're sad that you left. So, I hope that was enough. Hi, Tyra. Yeah, I am a vessel, aren't I? You're welcome. Everyone is welcome. Happy birthday, Ilham. Did I say it right? I hope that resonates for you, Mr. Robert. And it looks like we have 2 new subscribers, so I'm going to guess that's going to be Tyra. Taylor, did I read it for you? We're doing new subscribers here, so I believe Tyra is a new one and Ilham is new. So if I get through them, I might be able to get to others before you and to you as well. Yes. So yeah, Robert, like I said, I can always tell when some of the messages that I give are difficult to receive. Because it's hard. Even me, I have my own issues with my family. And if somebody, and I kind of know what Spirit's going to say to me, but like, because I have such a strong opinion about equality, it's hard to release my guard because I'm trying to fight for what's right. And when people don't see that and don't listen after how many times I've communicated, it's hard to listen to the guidance because I'm like, it's too much pain. And these people, they don't want to grow with me. Hi, Tyra. Oh my God. Such nice reactions. Yes, absolutely. This is a page about Spirit. It's not about me. So I understand, especially family dynamics. Ugh. They're the worst. Or the hardest, let me say that. The most challenging. So, we are gonna do Tyra, okay? So, Tyra, I don't know how long you've been watching, but you can ask a question. Or I can just look at your field, tell you if any healing opportunities that I see, healing opportunities in regards to particular areas of your life or relationship. I can see if you, at your request, if there's a certain person that you would like to know how they feel about you without having that conversation. That's something as well. So, I'll give you a second to reply. Enjoying the ride. So, does that mean general? I love it. Okay, let's do it. Love it, love it, love it. Spirit. I just want to thank my spirit guides, who I believe are literally right behind me. I know I have 2 of them, and when I look upwards right now, I can feel them. I feel one's masculine. Almost reminds me I'm seeing the King of Pentacles. So, yeah, I'm just going to thank them because I don't think I thank them enough. And we'll do Tyra here. What is best and highest messages here for Tyra? What is it? Let's see here. Thanks. So I think for Tyra, I am going to close my eyes really quick and give a general feel for what we're going to be talking about today with her. Oh, shoot. I'm sorry. Okay, so this one, I actually feel like I need to do a little bit of clearing for that. So I'm just going to give my eye a little bit of a time to relieve itself, because that didn't come through very well. But we're going to move to the card portion. Sorry, Tyra. But I'm going to try again in one more time. I just need to relax my eye a little bit. Okay, here we go. So we're talking about, this is just a theme, the Fool. So this has different meanings, obviously. Don't know if you're familiar with the tarot, but the Fool can either mean feeling uninhibited, feeling free, feeling carefree. It is a spark of creativity, of following your heart, or this could also mean going after something without thinking everything through, okay? So let's take a look at what's going on here. Then I'll close my eyes again, try again. All right, so they take me straight to your heart, Tyra. And you're doing healing work with spirit. And it's brought you to a state of courage and neutrality. So that's showing you that you went through something hard there. And that's kind of what I thought when I closed my eyes earlier. I felt some relationship was coming through. So they're showing me that. And this state of neutrality where, with your heart at least, it's like you're not wanting to create any conflict. You're not interested in conflict anymore. You're more interested in freedom. And that's what that's telling me. Would you like to show me anything else here? You're going to go even more deeper with this inner work, with this sense of courage that you're giving to spirit. So I'm going to see what that is now. Okay. So it's literally the same thing that I saw earlier. I was just like, it was all coming out in really short pieces. I feel like there's a female here. I feel like this is a, what is it, a best friend or like a sister kind of person? And you separated from them. You miss them, but also at the same time, you don't want them. Okay, so that's what we're talking about. So when I ask Spirit about the guidance here and how to maneuver yourself or navigate yourself in this situation, you got the right idea about the inner work here, okay? You're just not focusing on the right emotions. You have shame and guilt associated with this experience, okay? And that's what's making you feel this conflict. You feel love, but then you don't want, so your heart is really confused, correct? So you have to understand that your subconscious heart is holding guilt and shame. And if you have, this is the first time that you've watched me, I talk a lot about these emotions. Guilt is the emotion in which is healthy when we come across a situation where we should have acted differently. So it could be anything. So in this relationship, there is something in which you may not have acknowledged already that you could have done differently to prevent this scenario for the situation to result in how it is now. So it's important for you to realize what that is, and I could close my eyes if I wanted to and give you a little bit more clarity what that was. But it's also an indication that you're not being very nice to yourself. You're not allowing yourself to forgive for what you may have done. And that is something you need to do as well, because that is what self-love is. You need to forgive. And the shame also falls under that category, and it's pushing towards self-hatred. Okay, it may not be that intense, but it is a step lower than guilt. So you need to realize that you're holding these emotions and give them back to Spirit. For you, I don't think, okay, interpretation is changing. I don't think you have a reason to feel bad. That's the thing. And I don't think you have a real true reason to feel shame as well. You might be telling yourself that you should feel shame or guilt, maybe, I don't know. But what Spirit is telling me, that you do hold these emotions and that you just need to give them back to Spirit. Other people, I would tell them that they need to feel the emotion because that's what Spirit tells me to tell them. But for you, they're just saying, take these emotions and just give it back. You don't need this. It's not helping you. It may not even belong to you. Okay? And then what else? And that is going to create a huge, huge difference, at least in your mind here. Oh, but that's not enough though. You're going to get a spark of courage in your mind, but you still have work to do in regards to pride. And that is your uniqueness and what you stand for in this relationship. So that still needs to be addressed, and that needs to be healed. How are you guiding her here? You also need to understand that your heart believes in something that is important to this relationship. So right now, what I feel, even though I'm not looking at their field, they need time. So I know I'm spurring up emotions from the past that maybe are making you feel a little bit uncomfortable, or maybe making you feel a little more self-empowered that maybe you could do something here. But this is all inner work for both of you. This is it's appropriate at this time for this distance. Now, enough time is going to pass by in which you are going to do enough healing work to where you are going to feel much more empowered to make lifestyle changes, and I feel you're going to be really proud of yourself I see you growing in this sense, with regards to this relationship, and I see you walking with your head up, chin up high, just walking towards your future. Let's close it out. And I just see you just realizing how important this friendship is to you. And I see you, if you choose to follow the guidance here, that is what you're going to have. To be able to walk forward and be like, I want to be with my friend who I love. And when I hear you saying this, you're completely healed. I don't feel any distorted energies or confusion. You are just so within your power of knowing what now you can bring to this relationship because you've learned. So, I hope you do the work because you deserve this love and this friendship, whatever it is. That's you. With all these, oh my God. Yeah, well, it's really just Spirit. Thank you so much to Spirit, because it's really their intelligence, and I'm just translating, but I know exactly what you mean. Hi, Rosie. How's Squeaky over there?
Agents.
Do you mind putting some new food in the bowl in case he's hungry? Okay. So I know James, okay, listen. James, just put your question in, maybe I'll get to it, okay? Just put the question there. If anybody just wants to be bold and wants to see if I can just get the answer, I'm really trying to get through all these questions. So if you have a question, just put it in the chat. I don't care. I'm going to try to get through everything at whatever I can. But as you can see, I had to spend all this time with Tyra to get the message through. And I'm sorry about that. But, I mean, like I always say, I'm pretty sure you wouldn't have it any other way, because this is stuff that, needs to be said, you know what I mean? But that's so nice to hear that you think these lives are uplifting. That really gives me joy to know that I should be coming back here more often. So thank you so much for that. Patty and I's relationship together going forward. Yes. I'm just going to take a look at your collective energy with Rosie in general, okay? So it's both you and Rosie's field mixed in one. And then I'm going to bring in the spirit guidance, okay? Because I know you've been... It's been tough. So we're going to take a look here. Collective field for you and Rosie, James. Here we go, okay? Okay, so, yeah, it looks like there's a lot of anger that's being manifested unconsciously. So I don't know who that is, but there's a lot of anger and there's a lot of pride there. Sorry about that. What else? Sorry about that. What else? Show me what else. Gosh. Someone's being so vocal about the anger there. Okay. Okay, show me the spirit guidance, please. Listen, Spirit wants both of you to heal. Spirit wants both of you to come to a neutral state within the heart. Oh, God. Okay, next. Y'all both need healing. You both need healing. Y'all need to spend a little bit of time apart. Do you have that opportunity? You need it so badly. It's either that or someone has to work double time to make sure that somebody is leading this relationship into the light. Someone has to be connected. Do you understand? Someone. Okay, let's look at you. This is how you're going to move forward right now, James. Okay, so I see you there, somewhat neutral. Yeah, you're neutral. I like you. I like this. Okay, good job. Now, show me the guidance, please, for James. James, you need to separate yourself. You need to separate yourself in mind and in spirit. This is indefinite, okay? As in, I don't know how long this is going to be, but it is so clear. You need time for you. And they're taking me to level of your pride, which is your value and your protection. And you're going to give that to Spirit. You're going to give it all to Spirit, way deep in there, in your heart, okay? You need your heart here, James. Next. This anger that you have, be honest about it, and then give it back to Spirit. They're trying to empty you out. They're trying to empty out your things that need to be emptied out. Okay? Next. Okay. Then come back out in a neutral state. And then you're going to become more in a state when she might be yelling at you. You're going to be less affected, and you're going to have more of a presence with your self-empowerment. But it is because you hold anger and pride, which you need to let go of. Let go of this. Because when she's angry, with the pride and anger, you're likely going to be fighting fire with fire. But you cannot fight fire with fire. You have to fight it with something else. Love. Okay? And that's love for you. Okay? Anything else? Leo Dragon 88. What's that? Okay, guys. Should we take a break? Sorry, I'm texting my manager. How we doing, y'all? There's 8 people here, but nobody's saying anything. Sorry, I had like a talking to my. You guys know I have a 9 to 5, right? Anyway, I had a day off today because I had to go get something checked out. But he's asking me how I'm doing, and I just want to be respectful. Okay, so did we freeze or something? Is everyone still just chilling? We have 2 new subscribers and they haven't been honest about who they are. So, who is that? Rosie? Rosie, I'm reading for you, no? Rosie, we're doing Rosie right now, okay? Wondering if you're on the right path. Rosie, hello. It's your turn. You're the next contestant on The Price is Right. Come on down. Okay. Yeah, I love doing these for free. It's just like, you know, money isn't a factor right here. I'm just trying to build my subscribers list for now. But it's all going to change. I'm sure there's going to be, I don't know. We're going to see what's going to happen with this channel. But Rosie, are you here? Okay. Let's do Rosie here. She asked if she's on the right path. Okay, so Rosie, I'm not sure what this is. I don't think this is something I'm able to interpret. I'm just going to give it to you how I see. Okay. So visually, I'm seeing a sink ship. A ship literally like sink. Okay? I don't know what that is. And then usually I'm able to piece things together, but this other thing that I saw, actually heard, is you saying, I don't give excuses. So I don't know how to interpret that, but that's fine, okay? We'll just leave that as it is, and then we'll move on to our core card portion.
Lamp on. Echo. Lamp on. Echo. Lamp on. Echo. Stop.
Okay? So, we are talking about doing a good job at work. Yeah, wanting to do the best that we can, knowing that there are people watching us, which adds on the pressure onto us to make sure that we do a good job. This might also deal with cooperating or working with other people, okay? That's what we're talking about. My boss is responding, I'm sorry. Okay, so that's what the theme, okay, what we're talking about today. So I'm going to go ahead and take a look at your energies and see how you're doing, okay? All right. Oh, yeah. So, Rosie, did you know that on some level you're not feeling very well? Did you know that? You're dealing with a whole array of destructive emotions that are sitting in your subconscious heart there. And they were moving pretty slowly, and it was almost like domino effect that was happening. Right once I reach the beginning of this threshold where all the emotions start, it's like it just shows me that everything's there. But why do I feel like you're almost like comfortable, but it doesn't make any sense? The energy was so slow. I don't know how to interpret why that was so slow. Are you just like cold to all this? Because I feel like you're taking it so lightly. Okay, so I'm gonna close my eyes here, but the most significant emotion that, and I feel like you're healing this on some level right now, is the emotion of shame, which is basically you addressing and acknowledging that you were not very good to yourself in the past. You may have said some things that were like just kind of cruel to your own self. Maybe you were like comparing yourself to other people and that got you down. But from what I can see here is that you feel grief, but it's hard for you to even be honest about that you feel loss. The shame is a little bit more easier for you to recognize, which I see, because I see you feeling some of that. And the truth is, whenever you start to feel that shame, or that you felt bad, but what you did, every time you do that, you heal a little bit more of yourself. This is not to get you down, hon, okay? So just take a deep breath while I tell you the patterns that I see that most people cannot see. So this is your opportunity really to kind of open your eyes, because I know on some level you don't feel good, or that you've closed yourself off to all of these emotions. There's something different about you, Because usually when I tune into these emotions that other people carry, it's very common for people to carry these emotions. For you, it's almost like it's easy for you to suffer, or like you are more resistant to pain. Sometimes when I tune into these energies of other people that they're holding, sometimes I get really nauseous and I want to like throw up. But for you, it's like you're taking things, it feels like you're taking things so lightly. It's almost like you're professional at feeling all this. Does that make sense to you? Something's different about you. But it's not in a bad way, it's just different. And I think this actually plays a part in how you're coping with everything. But you're definitely being more you just have to be a little bit more honest that you're actually holding these emotions. That's what I'm getting now. So the good thing is that when I tune in here, it's not as hard or unbearable. It's never unbearable, but you see me, I'll take huge deep breaths and I'm like, oh my God, it's a lot. But for you, I can actually, it's bearable. So that shame of yours is the biggest part of you that you are healing. So that's good. But you have all the emotions here: pride, anger, desire, grief, hopelessness, guilt, and shame. So the more you're honest and aware and take responsibility that you hold these emotions in your subconscious, and the more you feel them and let them go, you're actually going to get more energized. And you'll feel more self-empowered, and you'll have better, fresh outlook on yourself, and you'll be more inclined to think of the positives about life and other people. And so what's another big emotion here for her that she should work on? I think grief is another big one for you. Grief. And that's one that you can start letting go and giving back to Spirit. Now, when I ask Spirit how they're trying to guide you, okay, so they're talking about your practicality and your reasoning and your ability to follow through on your responsibilities to pursue goals and maintain jobs and pay bills and all that. They took me to there, and you were working hard just a little bit, and then they took me straight back to your subconscious heart, which is telling me you need to work more on these. And now I'm seeing more pride, anger, and desire. So do you have unfulfilled desire or anger that you feel you need to express? Because the Spirit is asking you to give all these emotions and all these patterns that hold you back to Spirit. And Spirit is located right here in your spiritual heart. Right here. They want you to give all this back to them. So that's my interpretation of when you're done going to work and you do all the things that you need to do, then you give back to yourself. Okay. Last thing. Anything for Rosie? Yeah. What is that? Oh gosh. Okay. So I feel like you're inclined to like wake up in the morning and kind of be like, I'm going to be good today. I'm going to be fine. I'm going to be comfortable, neutral. And it's almost like you're kind of like just telling yourself like, oh, positive affirmation, you know? If I think positive thoughts, I'm going to do it. But then you realize when you get into that thinking of, oh yeah, I can control myself and my thoughts by my energy, you find that you get tired. And you're like, I'm just BSing myself. What am I? I'm trying to like, you basically figure out that you're faking it. But that's because you have so much sitting in your subconscious more than the average, then I see that is pulling you down and is making it impossible for you to, I'm great and I'm happy. Because when you say it to yourself, deep down, you know, like, something's up. Does this make sense? Yeah, you need to heal, but yeah, it's so important for you. Honesty, awareness, and responsibility of all of those heavier emotions that keep us separated and tell us that ourselves that we're not good. We have to accept those parts of ourselves that are, we know and feel that are not so comfortable, but there's an intelligence to them, and they have a role in this universe. They have a role, and it's to help us learn to be the best we can be, to fight for our selves, our self-love. So when we deny that we say that we miss people, or we deny that we say, oh yeah, they're gone out of my life, but I don't care, or, for example, I'm just giving you an example, you're denying love of other people, and if you're denying love of other people, then you're denying love of yourself. So, awareness and honesty and responsibility for you, okay? All right, I think I've reached the end of the line here. I think I need to take a breather. I don't even know how long I've been on this, but it's time. I feel it. I feel my body wants to drop. So I hope that resonates with you. And I love you so much. And Spirit loves you so much. And you love yourself so much. Okay. All right. Time has come to depart. Another day has ended, and another will come. Hey man, I feel bad. I just moved you from 222 sub to 223. 222 is a good number. I guess so. But I wasn't gonna stay there for long. I hope not. Yes, oh my god, I know, just needed confirmation and you're just amazing. Oh my god, thank you. It's really Spirit. And you all have the ability to connect and to know what Spirit's telling you all the time as well, but it is my pleasure to connect you with what's been trying to reach you for, I'm not going to say forever. It just depends on the question, but yeah. Hopefully this is not our last interaction. But yeah. It's all good. Stephen Chan. I am tired, so thanks for the time. Oh, of course, please come back. I know I haven't read you, but I'm pretty sure. Well, I can't assume that, but if you're interested, I'll be here tomorrow. Just the difference is tomorrow I work my 9 to 5, so we'll see how much energy and how I perform tomorrow, but we'll see. But come back tomorrow, okay? I'm remembering your name. I gotta read everybody who subscribes. It is, I made an oath. It's in the title. All right, y'all. Dinner time. Dinner time. Bedtime. Gotta brush my teeth, take a shower, wash your face. Okay. Same to you. Till tomorrow. Till tomorrow. Good night, everyone.